What's up guys, back here with another Marketing Monday, and today is something a little bit different. We're actually here at Meera Bay, and this project you see behind us is something that we're helping to market and sell. It's a beautiful development where you can actually own on the water in the 500,000. So today I'm sitting down and walking through the project with the man, the myth, the legend, Craig Beggins, to understand exactly how we're going to create content and market these beautiful homes that you see behind us.
All right, so we've got a little mobile mini sales trailer set up. There's one of our sales professionals, Kalani, right there waiting for us.
We've even got bars set up so that they literally can't leave.
This is not a very safe neighborhood.
Lock them in here. If she doesn't sell any, she does not leave.
Office furniture, refrigerators, copiers, printers, scanners, everything you need.
There was a line out this door yesterday or the day before.
We've had tons of traffic. She has 2 appointments this morning, which is awesome.
Well, there's not many places in Tampa that you can own a home of this size on the water for in the 500,000.
No, I was talking to a designer yesterday because we need some help with some design packages for custom homes.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Are you kidding me? $500,000 or $600,000 for a brand new house on the water?" And that's what we haven't had before. So Meera Bay is a wonderful community, but it really kicked off in 2002, and we sold the hell out of it. People were sleeping in their cars to get a waiting list. I'm not exaggerating, to get on the waiting list to buy a home. But 2002 was 18 years ago.
Right.
So what happens over 18 years?
The market goes up, down, things get aged, they get older.
That's what happens. So Meera Bay is now, we're finding that roofs are getting to near replacement. We're finding windows are older and not as efficient. We're finding water heaters are breaking. We're finding windows could be improved. So to have a brand new product in a neighborhood it's basically starting all over.
Yeah, essentially.
So it's kind of fun.
I mean, it's just amazing though that after 18 years, you have sections of the neighborhood like this that have never even been developed yet.
Right. Yeah, look, those homes there are 10, 15 years old, and this vacant land has sat here for decades.
Yeah, it's wild that no one's bought it up, no one's done it until recently, and we just sold all the lots.
This is our one story, 2,522 square feet, and that is the one that everybody's ravaging over. We have like 3 people that want one right now.
Here's the thing for people watching though, is they're sitting there saying, well, how do you get $30 million in listings? But it kind of started, obviously it started years and years ago with your reputation in here to begin with.
Right.
But even to get to here,
well, this is a cool story.
We had to sell the lots first.
Well, here's what happened. So 12 years ago, Park Square Homes, the market sucked. They have a short sell everything. Park Square Homes had an unfinished townhouse project where they had 17 units that were not selling. And they came to me because of my reputation in the market 12 years ago and said, "Can you help us do this?" And I totally told them the truth. And we totally adjusted the marketing plan. We did down payment assistance, we prepaid homeowners dues, and it worked. We sold out all 17 units in like 4 months. And we ceased communication for a while. And out of the blue, a year ago, they called me and said, "Hey Craig, do you remember me?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, we're building in Waterset now. We'd like to get your opinion on a couple of things." I said, "Sure." So they came out and we went to lunch and they dropped a bomb on me and said, "Guess what? We just bought Meera Bay." I'm like, "What?" Newland Communities is the developer of Meera Bay. So Newland, this is a sad story. All this land, this is a CDD community. So the CDD fee on these lots is about $4,000 and the property taxes are about $4,000. So you're paying $8,000 a year and there's 60 lots here. So 60 lots times $8,000 is $480,000 a year for 10 years. It's 4.8 million. So they just couldn't afford to hold this property anymore and they sold it. And Park Square Homes bought it, but Park Square Homes is a production builder, not a custom builder. And they didn't want to get involved with custom building. So they hired us to sell these lots, and that's when you and I did that marketing. But
that's the steps, right? I think there's a lot of agents that feel entitled to get developers business, builders business, and it truly, it doesn't happen, it's earned.
Right.
Right, and it's earned in baby steps. Had we come out and said, "Hey, we'll take these lots, but we're only gonna take them if you let us then be the exclusive guy when you go to sell them," or build on them, it never would have worked, right? But we said we could go sell the lots, and we did.
We did.
In a very short time. We sell every single lot. Then they come back and say, okay, well now you've proven that you can do it. Now can you represent the $30 million that we wanted to build and sell? And that's exactly what we're doing. So.
That reminds me of a story. There was a commercial broker who had a new agent working with him. And the new agent was diligent. He was working his ass off, making calls. But he wasn't getting results. People weren't calling him back. So he went to the experienced broker guy and says, dude, I need help. He says, well, I'll help you, but you got to share the deal with me. So the kid said, sure, I'll share the deal with you. The guy made one phone call and got the kid the appointment, which ended up in a sale. And the kid said, that's not fair. You spent like 15 minutes and now you get half of the deal. He said, son, it took me 40 years to make the contacts to make that one relationship happen.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
If you're afraid of heights, don't go too close. This is badass right here. But that is deep saltwater canals with no obstructions to the open bay.
So the house we're standing in, 2-story, how big is this house?
This one's 2,700 and something, so it's about,
2,800 square feet.
we're selling these houses for $250 a square foot,
Okay.
which is unheard of.
Yeah.
Houses in Tampa, South Tampa now off water, 300, 400 bucks a foot.
Oh, easily, yeah. Homes in my neighborhood are going for $190, 200, and we're in a standard neighborhood in Wesley Chapel with no water in sight.
And this can only happen because Park Square bought these lots so cheap, they were able to sell them at a discount, so this guy's able to pass the savings along to consumers. Look at all those houses. It's awesome.
So first of all, whenever we look at a project like this, it has, the first place a lot of agents go is that they make it about the house, right? And I don't care if you're marketing one property or $30 million in property, it's never ever about the actual property.
No, it's not.
The story, it's about the community, it's about the neighborhood, it's about everything else, because the home the home has to be nice and it has to be what somebody wants. But there's going to be people that walk into this house when it's done that hate it, and then there's going to be people that walk in and love it. So the house is somewhat irrelevant because they're either going to love the house or they're not. But what all of them have to love is what's around you, right? They've got to love the community, they've got to love the access, they've got to love that, because I don't care if it's this house or that house over there, that's what they're buying.
Well, we're dealing with that with these home builders, because I got 5 different home builders building in here.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, make sure you sell my house. I'm like, dude, I don't have the power to sell your house.
No.
All I can do is bring people here and expose them to what you have, and if they like it, they'll buy it, and if they don't, they won't.
So the attraction point for us when we're pushing out content is very, very rarely about the house, right? And all the stuff you're going to see and all the stuff we're putting out, you're going to be able to share. And if you're in the Tampa Bay area, or clients coming down and you want to share our content, go share it. Download it, save it, and use it as your own. You have our permission to do it.
Yeah, we didn't wimp out either. These are all 3% selling commissions and 3% listing commissions.
So there's a lot of money to be made here on the agent side, but all the stuff you're going to see from us is really about the opportunity, what we're trying to do from the community perspective, the fact that we're bringing growth into a community that's been here, that's for 18 years, really hasn't had any development over here, and now you're getting full development. That's the story we're trying to tell. That's what we're marketing. And so that's what you're going to see. And if you want to go share the content, go share it. But next time, I don't care if it's this project or one you're working on, or if it's a single house, understand what you're actually selling. You're not selling the house. You're selling the area. You're selling the community. You're selling the story of the owners. You're selling the story of the home, not the physical home itself.
And you got to tell the truth too. I mean, the facts are Meera Bay is in Apollo Beach. We don't have the greatest schools.
Yeah, we don't.
So we're not attracting young families with kids that want.
Unless they want private school. Right, or charter school. And so, we're transparent about that. But what are you buying? Well, if you want to live on the water and you want to live in a nice gated community and
with amenities like to die for,
and you want a brand new house that you get to pick the specs on, there's not many in Tampa Bay, if any, that you're going to get that in the $500,000 or $600,000. It just doesn't happen here. So, that's what we're really selling. That's the opportunity we're selling, and that's how you have to look at any piece of marketing that you're doing for any property or any house. It doesn't matter. You've got to look at what is the opportunity. What's the value, right? Because if I put the value on schools, the value isn't here on schools. Where if you go to my neighborhood, it is. It's 100% about the school, right? Because there's not that many community amenities. Like, it's very basic. So what you're selling there is very different than what you're selling here. But both have a great story and both have a buyer, right? One's going to attract me and one's not. One's going to attract him and one's not. So you can't ever make it about the physical house. You got to make it about everything else.
Well, I think there's one other thing I want to talk about. It is sincerely in my heart, I want to have my agents make money from this project. We're going to have 40-something houses to sell. It'll be close to $40 million in projects. Yeah. And that's a $700,000 house at a 3%, that's $21,000. So if I can bring $21,000 to one of my agents, or 10 of my agents, or 30 of my agents, that's more than, Keller Williams caps out at $18,000. Yep. Sorry. Yeah. Come here and make extra $20,000. Absolutely. You'll make more money working with us than you will pay us.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and that's the opportunity you get, right? So that's the other thing for all of you watching. If you're an agent, look at your broker, look at your partner. What opportunities are they bringing you? Because they should be bringing you opportunities. We have $30 million here. Me and Jeff were looking at it over the weekend. We've got $100 million.
And projects.
Over $100 million.
And just Madeira Beach alone.
In open real estate that we're exclusive on in Madeira Beach alone. $100 million. That's all opportunity. That $100 million of sales is out for our agents, right? Yep. So this $30 million is out for our agents. That's what it's about, and that's what we're always trying to do. It's never, hey, let's go get this $50 million and not give it to anyone. Right. All we do is get it and give it away. So that's the thing too. If you don't have the right partner, you should be looking around.
My famous thing is awareness. All I want is awareness. Awareness gives you flexibility. Flexibility gives you options, and options give you power. So we're making our agents aware, and we're making you aware of some really neat opportunities. Do with it what you will. Yeah. Or don't.
Yeah.
Either way. Cool. I wonder if the camera can see me shivering. It's 50 degrees in Florida today. It's horrible.
So cold. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. We hope that this brought you some value. If you've not done so already, hit that subscribe button for us. Hit the like button. Leave us a comment. Anything at all. We really appreciate it. If we can answer anything, please let us know. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.
Thanks, guys. That might be interesting.
I'm going to go get in the car and have my